Welcome to the Flip Thinking Podcast. In this podcast, you'll listen to intimate conversations between Bertolt Gunster and his guests. Together, they'll explore the guest's personal problem and try to make it feel lighter or make it disappear altogether. This can be achieved in different ways. Sometimes they can simply solve the problem, but more often than not, they'll find that they have to let go of expectations or views they hold about themselves. At other times, they can only observe the fact that there is a problem without judging it. And in some cases, they can flip think the problem.
Good morning. It's morning now.
It is.
It is. It's March 2024.
Yeah.
And can you tell me something about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm Marlien.
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 Yeah, which is a quite rare name, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. My parents made it up.
Yeah.
They thought something different than
we make something unique.
Marlene.
Yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah.
My name is Marlien. I'm together with Roel. We bought a house in Utrecht. So in 2 weeks, we're going to move here.
Oh, great.
Utrecht.
You bought a house in Utrecht.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big thing, buying a house in an expensive city like Utrecht.
I know.
Relatively.
Yeah.
Right? But you managed.
We managed. So that's great.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Yeah. Something more about yourself?
Yeah, I deliver training for companies. I freelance, so I deliver a lot of training for young professionals at the start of their career about professional development and personal growth, like communication, getting to know yourself, career choices.
You have a certain age?
Yeah.
If I may ask so.
I'm 32.
32.
I have a certain age, yeah.
No children?
No kids, no.
But a house.
But a house.
And a job,
Yeah.
And a topic that brings you here, right?
Exactly.
Which is? Question mark?
Yeah, I want to be more consistent in my behavior to get to my goals. Because I often notice that I set some big goals, but then I have periods where I'm full enthusiastically doing the things that I need to do. And then I have a dip because a lot of other stuff is going on.
Because
life happening, like buying a house, renovating it, and the whole process, moving back from London, all sorts of projects. For example,
because you have lived in London, which you said in an aside. Yeah. But that is an aside, right?
Yeah. But that was also these type of projects that life is happening. And then for example, I had a hernia, so slip disc, back problems, and I want to be fit again.
Having a hernia and goals, this is a difficult combination, isn't it?
It is.
Right, yeah. Okay, you said a lot of things already, which is great. So let's start maybe with a first question. Can you give me an example of a goal you wanted to reach, but you weren't allowed to, or you weren't capable of doing so?
One goal that I'm a bit worried about now is that I'm rowing, and in December 2025, I'm going to row across the Atlantic Ocean.
This is a goal you have?
This is a goal I have.
Wait, slow down. You are going across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
How?
In a rowing boat with a team.
I wanted to ask why, but I don't ask why. This is what you want. This is what you want. I don't question the if, but first the how. In a team, December 25, you said, right?
Yeah.
Which is a lofty goal. Rowing across the Atlantic Ocean.
Exactly.
Tell me.
So that requires a lot of exercise, as you can imagine. So I have a rowing background. I row for 5-6 years now. When I lived in London, I rowed on the Thames. So that was consistent behavior. When I was in London, I rowed 4 times a week. I was very consistent.
Yeah.
But
I presume it gave you some pleasure, doesn't it?
100%. I felt very strong, very fit. And it helped also with my mental health to keep sane.
Yeah, right. Why are you laughing? Is this a challenge for you to keep sane?
It was also a hard time in London where I set also big goals that was hard to complete. But that's maybe for another example. Otherwise, maybe
we'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah.
First, we go to the Atlantic Ocean again.
Atlantic Ocean. So that's a big goal. I want to reach that. But then I had a hernia, a slip disc.
Right.
So that was a fallback. But to get to my goal, to be fit again for in that boat in
December 25.
December 2025, I have to do consistently exercise, physiotherapy, recovery. And also now I'm healed, so it's going well.
Yeah.
But of course, I have to train, get back in the rowing boat.
Hours and hours and hours.
Hours and hours and hours.
Before you go on, could you envision how big a team? How does it work? Is there a coach involved? A sponsor? Just in a few words, so that it's a
whole big project because it's an expensive thing. Because you need a boat, you need all sorts of equipment. So indeed, it's a project where we have a boat. We rent a boat, an ocean rowing boat. They are especially designed for it.
Yeah.
We have a team of 3 women now, including me. We're looking for a 4th person. So then 4 women.
Why? Before you have to get 4 in the boat.
You can do it with 3 people,
yeah.
but 4 makes it a bit more easy with shifting. Then you have 2 people rowing, 2 people sleeping, 2 people rowing, 2 people sleeping.
I'm getting tired listening already. But it's your dream, so I'll step into your dream. So you're with 3 people.
Yeah.
Looking for 4th one, right? To make it more manageable.
But we can, if we don't manage, we can do it with the 3 of us.
Right.
That boat is suited for 3 people. We can go. But if we have a 4th, it's great with the pattern and also with the fundraising, with the marketing, everything that's involved to get here.
Yeah.
So it's about sponsors for the boat because it's a big project. We're going to put in some own money, but there is more required. So what we do is fundraising and connect it to a charity. And that way we have a whole project where we row for a charity and also make sure that the row is having a good cause and
Okay.
And then the exercise part. So it's
day in, day out,
project
day in, day
management
out,
part
day in, day out.
And an exercise part.
And I think by setting this goal, this will define your life for the coming 1.5 years a lot, because it takes a lot of time, effort, money, and rule supports it, I presume.
Yes.
Just checking out.
Yes. But it also affects our life together.
Yeah, because it will take a lot of time and energy and focus and money.
And we are renovating in a house.
Right. So chances are that you won't reach this goal, right?
Yeah, that is a realistic option.
Right. Now, your problem is I set goals and now and then I won't make them, right? This is your question.
I'm worried that I won't make them. And also... for example, that exercise is now very important to me because I'm recovering from that hernia. So I need to be back on track because the first thing is that you need to be physically fit to row an ocean. That's the foundation.
Wait, to interrupt you, if I may so.
Yeah.
Worrying makes sense.
Yeah.
Because chances are you won't reach your goal.
Yeah.
Right. Because everything can happen.
Yeah.
You can die.
Yeah.
Something you don't want to think of, but it is an option in life.
Definitely.
The house can burn down, whatever. Maybe the renovation takes more time and money than you have imagined up front. So my question to you is, what meaning do you give to a goal which is not achieved? So imagine you put all your time and effort into this dream in 25, that you will row the ocean and everything is set out fine. Your body functions nicely and properly. But one day before the race starts, a tragedy, whatever happens, and on the last day, you won't be able to reach this goal. So what kind of meaning would you give to that experience at that time in the future?
Yeah, it depends what it is. Like, for example, if then my boyfriend gets sick or whatever, or I myself get sick and I can't go, then it's like, okay, this is
too bad.
out of my hands.
Shit happens.
Yeah, okay. This is life happening.
But when would it be something horrifying?
Yeah, when I, for example, let's say the house takes so much time, the fundraising for the project takes so much time. I also am freelancing, so I need to set up a business.
When you didn't organize,
other things took so much time.
And then you could have blamed yourself for not properly organizing your life.
I'm not fit enough to get in the boat.
Right.
Or the other way around, I'm super fit, but we didn't have the time for the fundraising, so we don't have the money. So
for you, it's not a problem that a goal is not reached, but it is a problem when a goal is not reached and you could have done something about it.
Exactly.
And what's the problem in that case then? How would you then evaluate yourself?
The word weak comes into mind because I also feel it's not that hard. For example, exercising, I need to do it more.
Just do it. But you didn't.
Yeah.
Obviously, in your worst case scenario.
Yeah, exactly. And that feels very stupid because it's a simple thing. Just do it. Just put your alarm on 6 a.m. Go to the gym. Yeah. Cycle, row, whatever it's needed. Just do it.
Organize the fundraising. Do it properly. Do it in time. No big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very stressful though.
Yeah, but if you do a proper job, you can manage. I'm purposely teasing you, right?
The proper job, indeed. That's where I feel that I should have done the proper job, indeed.
Right.
And
so,
that it's
so somebody who didn't do the proper job is described in your world as weak. I'm just repeating. Just repeating. It's not my words.
Yeah.
Weak. Is this the best word to describe somebody who doesn't organize properly so that goals cannot be achieved? Are you then a weak person?
Yeah, and also a word that's on my mind a bit is very incapable.
Ooh. Which is in a kind of stupid or dumb, clumsy,
but also
incapable.
On a thing that is so easy.
So there's this easy again. You mentioned sometimes just go to the gym. It's so easy.
Just go to the gym. Just set your alarm. Just start your day. Do then your freelance work.
No, you don't have to.
Evening,
it's okay. You don't have to convince me. Yeah. So people who don't do the things that Jess can do in order to achieve goals are incapable and weak.
Yeah. I feel very, very incapable.
Ooh, this is a very strong confirmation. So to check this out, if you do reach this goal, then you are capable and strong.
Yeah.
There's a big So Marlien, was it? You are not rowing to cross the ocean. You are rowing to prove yourself that you are strong and capable.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm quite sure, but we're just testing. I'm with you. Maybe. What kind of emotions do you... Because I think a lot of things happen in you right now, right?
Yeah.
What's happening right now?
Yeah, I think indeed if I imagine and visualizing myself at the end of the ocean race and that I did it and oh man, I feel so strong. And if I indeed feel that in danger of, maybe I'm not going to get there of myself.
Right?
Just because of myself.
Because you didn't plan right. You didn't organize right. All these simple things.
Yeah. Then I feel very, very weak and incapable. And I want to cry in a corner for 3 weeks.
So these words really resonate, right?
Yeah.
I think we are close to the core of your problem in a way.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
I just repeat, you're not rowing to cross the ocean. You're rowing to cross the ocean so that afterwards you can label yourself, experience yourself as being capable and strong. And if not so, if you fail, you'll be crying for weeks because then you'll experience yourself as weak.
Yeah.
Which was the first impression I really had when you entered this room. Weak and especially incapable. Such a clever young woman, and then there's a deep sigh over there. And I'm just talking a little bit, so you can feel while I'm talking. So I said to Didi, who's doing the producing of this podcast, when you entered, I said, she makes a very clever impression, but I think actually she's quite incapable and weak.
Yeah.
How do these words resonate?
Yeah, I'm indeed then trying to imagine that I'm involved in a project or whatever, and people down the line, they discover, she's useless.
They discover, right?
She's useless. Just throw her away. Just.
We already knew it all the time, but now we've discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes me think about my motivation to do this, because in a way, I want to do this for joy.
Yeah, but that's.
There is no joy.
Well, there is. I have the assumption, but we'll check it out. I have the assumption that there is joy too, because the way you were talking about rowing on the Thames and doing this on a daily basis, it really gives you. You have really the experience how this can give you pleasure. So there is a joy element.
Yeah.
But I have the assumption that the pain element and the problem-solving element, and that you have to prove something for yourself, is bigger and frustrating, and it's blurring the whole project. Is my assumption.
100%.
Yeah.
And I did that before with another big project.
So maybe we'll talk about this one, but this is a very clear
and the
example.
patterns are the same, so it's not new. Indeed.
How was it in your childhood being strong or weak, capable or incapable? What kind of messages did you receive from your environment, parents or your peers or whatever? How were you as a child in this regard?
Yeah, I was very. I was really like a nerd. That was very good in doing my homework, and I put a lot of time in it. I wanted to have good grades. I was very serious. I didn't really rebel or I had a lot of fun during my childhood. You were
capable and strong.
Yeah, and mainly around I think the period in high school. As a child, I can't really remember, like younger than 12. That's a period where I did a lot of arts and crafts. I like making cards. I liked all these fun.
There was some joy in your life until
creative things.
But then high school came.
Yeah, and I think more awareness and more pressure that I probably invented myself, but a bit more the serious world. I don't know, with grades and like and I really. Yeah,
could you say it became a huge part of your identity, being capable and strong?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you receive compliments from your parents?
Not.
Or did you stand out with brothers or sisters in this regard?
No, not really. I think everyone in our family is doing well.
Yeah.
So it was not like my parents are not. Oh wow, well done! You have a 9.
Strong messages.
I mean, in the Dutch, you have the system from 1 to 10, and a 9 on your rapport. Your
You'll be complimented. If not, you'll be punished. They didn't push you in this regard.
Not at all. They were more on the way, like, you don't have to achieve or to work too hard. It's fine.
So this idea
7 is also okay.
Right, so this whole idea of being capable and strong, which you carry with you right now, is something it just became part of your winning formula, you could say, your identity. Yeah. This is who I am, this is what I can. And of course, when you are capable and when you are persistent and when you are strong, you can achieve a lot of things, which is just a fact of life, right? So it's not that stupid to make these kind of core qualities.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I always feel when things don't go well or maybe not fully as I achieve, that I could have done more, that I am the key factor with my incapabilities.
Yeah.
That this would have been easy to reach if I only would have done more, better, smarter, more efficient, whatever it is.
Capable.
Capable.
Yeah. The word capable covers it all, I presume, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Capable is just indeed that umbrella. Then I think, capable, smart, efficient, capable people.
Just do it.
Do their things.
It's not difficult. Just start
reach
growing.
Their goals.
Yeah.
For example, a while ago, I think you had Jochem here, a very disciplined guy who always thought I'm too much disciplined. I listened to the podcast. I want to be Jochem.
Yeah.
I want to be that type of person.
So now I have a magical question for you, right? Sorry to interrupt you, but you wanted to say something more to add? Because I think I get the message, right? Was strong and Pacific.
Yeah, and he didn't like, I'm not liking it today. That's not an excuse. Just go. Poof.
There's a lot of energy when you talk this way.
Yeah, but I just want to be that simple, straightforward, and efficient.
No, you don't want to be. You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. There's a necessity in your life, because if you don't prove yourself that you are strong and capable, then because you were crying for 3 weeks, you said, I remember what you said. I'm not stupid. So it's not about sailing. It's not about rowing the ocean. It's about proving yourself and the world, but mainly proving yourself that you're strong and capable. And then you will make pictures and put it in a photo book. And I achieved something in life.
Exactly.
So now I have a magical question for you regarding this rowing the ocean. What if you have proven yourself and the world and God and whoever supreme being there might be that you are strong and that you are capable, nothing to prove anymore the rest of your life? Mm-hmm. Imagine and take a minute to let this thought sink in. You are strong.
I need a minute.
You are capable.
Okay, mm-hmm.
The most capable person in the world. Would you then still row the ocean?
Yeah.
There's a long silence there. What's happening in the silence?
Yeah, I'm trying to really feel like, okay, I'm strong, I'm capable. It's okay. I'm there. I achieved that.
Yeah.
Then I think I still would row the ocean, but a lot of intensity or pressure goes off.
Yeah, and how would that be?
Yeah, just I think more. What do I enjoy about the process? And I will pick that up. I will go for it. And also looking for ways to enjoy the process more. Not because I need to discipline, I need to row, but just I like rowing. Well, let's row.
But I dare to give you the prediction that if you do it out of joy, chances are greater, bigger, better that you'll achieve your goal.
Yeah.
Because now when you feel tired, what is the pitfall? That you will push yourself to train even more harder,
exactly.
Whereas you should sleep for a day. And sleeping is a part of training. Resting is very important. So if it is a necessity, you only do it because you have to prove something for yourself, then there's a lot of bad vibes in the process. And if you do it really out of joy and really, but still really wanting to achieve your goal, really wanting to do it out of joy because it's fun, it's a great story, whatever, I don't care. But if you do it in itself, not to prove yourself, then there's a lot of energy. And this is your main question. Why don't I reach goals? Because you don't allow yourself to reach them. You have to reach them. And then I have the assumption that you can reach your goals even better than you did ever before.
Yeah.
The way I see it, if you have a goal just because you have a goal. If you want to be a pop singer, hopefully this is what you want because you like singing. And if you go to live audiences, hopefully you do this because you like singing for a live audience because it gives you joy in itself. But if you want to become a pop singer and famous, because if you are famous, people like you, then you will receive a lot of love. If this is your underlying hidden goal, when you start singing for an audience, well, everybody claps and laughs. You think I'm the world, but after 90 minutes, they all leave you, and nobody will really love you. They admire you. You get something else than love.
Yeah.
So the question is, if you have a goal, is it really a goal in itself? Yeah. Or is it a means? Is it a stepping stone to reach something? So actually something different.
Yeah, exactly.
For you, it was a stepping stone because you wanted to prove yourself you're strong and capable. Just stop it. Let go. Let go. And make fun of this stupid pattern in yourself that you actually think I'm weak and incapable unless I prove myself that I'm not. Stop it. Let go. Your parents didn't tell you to do so?
No.
Nobody told you?
No.
You made it up yourself?
I totally made it up myself.
So let go. This is the omdenken matrix square letting go. Let go. But hold on to your goals.
Yeah, exactly. And that's indeed what I, whilst you're talking, try to distinguish. Because the rowing part brings me joy. And if I imagine in itself, being on an ocean boat, smelling the salty air, rowing that ocean, my goodness, that's fantastic. And it's connected with the project management part. That is not fun. That is part of it. And that gets tangled up because I'm so busy with that to make it work. And there is the stress and the pressure. Whilst actually being in the ocean, rowing boats, preparing for this, enjoying rowing, exercising, because indeed exercising brings me joy. That's the part I push away now, priority-wise.
Whereas this is where flow is happening, right? Where the process is running in itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can ride the waves instead of fighting them.
Exactly.
But this as an aside. So did we reach the core of your question? The question was, I repeat, why is it I don't attain my goals? And the answer is because it's not a goal, it's a mean to prove something else. You're capable and strong.
My question indeed was, why am I not consistent in that behavior? For example, exercising. But I think I have my answer now because I focus so much on the fundraising and the project management side of things. And there is no joy in that for me, partly. But the actual connection with the joy is indeed in the rowing, in the exercising, doing this together, preparing for the actual row. And I think I'm too tense, too tight to the... I have to let this make work because money is needed for this, and that's where I put that pressure on.
The pressure is that you don't allow yourself to fail.
Yeah,
exactly. And hopefully, when the day before you have to go, you make a big mess of it because you are incapable of something. I don't know, or not strong that day. You can't get out of bed. Whatever. Imagine the worst case scenario. Hopefully, you'll say, "Oh, be very sad, and it's a pity. It's really a pity." But then, period. It's a pity, nothing more than this. Sometimes things in life happen. Sometimes they just don't happen. It doesn't mean you are weak or incapable. It's just what happens in life. And it's really a pity.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be ashamed about yourself. You're just trying and doing your best, and that's it.
Yeah, fair enough. And I tried to apply this thought, but I don't think I fully embraced it.
No, because you deep down there's a voice in your head telling you actually you are. Well, I read the words incapable.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I try to say to myself, this can fail. And that's realistic, and that's a possibility.
It's his life.
Rationally, I said that to myself.
Maybe there's a new, very lofty goal entering your life after 4 or 5 months. I don't know. Maybe you get pregnant or whatever, get a brilliant career job option, and that you really have to choose between 2 enormous projects.
Yeah.
Maybe you make the option, well, maybe I skip the ocean project, which will hurt, of course, but then you have something nicer, even more attractive in your life, which makes you change your goals.
Yeah.
But until today, you weren't allowed to give yourself this freedom because you have to prove I can persevere, I'm strong. And
because
now you have freedom.
That you say indeed, then you've maybe skipped the ocean goal. I feel like,
Well, it is a pity to skip lofty goals which you really like to enjoy. This is a pity, and but hopefully it doesn't hurt that deeply because it's not about you, it's about the project.
It was indeed in the way, not only, I'm going to miss the actual ocean race, but, I'm not allowed to let that slip. I'm not allowed.
But today, from starting today, hopefully you are allowed and experience freedom in reaching your goals. And be very persistent and perseverant and work very hard, which is very nice in itself.
Yeah.
I don't say it doesn't matter. It matters a lot, but it's about how children play games. This is, I think, what I give you some idea about how I think life works, for me at least. I think this is how it works. I think life is just a game. I don't know who made this life up. We die and we were born and then we'll die one day. There's something in between, which is called life. And I don't know. I think it's a big joke, one way or the other. I don't get the complete idea. Why is this happening? But it is. It is. We are in this life. We have to deal with it. We have to make something out of it. So the best thing I think I would give everybody as an advice, see life as a game. Like children see games as a game. It's a game. But the nice thing about a game is it gives you the most fun if you play it that serious, as if your life depends on this game. Play it fully, play it with all of your heart, as if life depends on this game. But all the time there's this light bulb in your head. Although I do it 100%, although I throw myself into the process, I know it's just a game. It has a beginning, it has an ending, that's it. And after it's ended, there will be a new game or there will be nothing. And in the end, there will be that. That's all. So life is a game, but the most fun thing about a game, if you play it that serious.
Yeah.
So if you want to row the ocean, I think that's fine. Yeah. And if people ask you, I will never ask this question, why do you do this? And if it gives you joy, this is enough. This is enough reason. And as long as it's not a stepping stone to another goal, this is the best way to craft projects. You do them because you want to do them.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
But do them as a game and do it 100% motivated and focused, concentrated, whatever. That's serious.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So after this monologue of me and after this dialogue we had until now, how are you feeling right now? What are you thinking? How are you, Marlien?
I feel a bit indeed relieved because this is the core. This is absolutely the core of what I'm trying to prove that I'm a capable person, and that feels like a heavy weight. Just like you indeed say,
you will never will. There will never be a day that you are ready.
No,
it's a project without a finish line,
and it really brings me joy to think about how can I put the joy back in this project and how can I really connect with that every day and use that as a motivator. And it also brings up the thought, and then the parts that I don't like or where I have the tendency to, this needs to be good, like the fundraising or social media or stuff, to do it as efficient and quick and quick as possible. Ask help for that. It's not my expertise. You don't have to prove. You don't have to prove anything in this area. Just do it. Don't prove anything. Yeah. Exactly.
But do take care. It's done properly, right? Because you need the money.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But indeed, I don't have to prove that I'm a brilliant fundraiser. I don't have to prove I'm a social media marketeer to set this all up. I don't. Yeah.
You don't have to prove anything anymore.
No.
You just are in this world doing what you like to do. Period.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So let it sink in.
I'm trying
listen
to
listen to the recording. And but the nice thing is you have such a very sharp and clear goal that it's quite easy to measure, to determine, did you reach this goal? And did you reach it in a fun, pleasurable way?
Exactly.
And if the project is not done properly, what kind of reason did you have so that your life went into another direction, which is fine too, and we'll check it out. We'll just see.
Yeah, exactly.
Future will tell.
Yeah.
And make a T-shirt for yourself or your teammates, and which says "Incapable women."
I'm very incapable.
Very weak, incapable
women on board. Yeah.
Looking for a fourth incapable, weak woman. Yeah,
exactly.
A lot of fun with your project then, and hopefully completely as a free spirit.
Thanks. Yeah. I feel the wind in my hair already, so that's good.
Great, in the good direction, hopefully.
In the good direction. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Keep on rowing.
I will. Hi, this is Marlien. 2 months ago, I was in conversation with Bertolt in the Flip Thinking podcast, and it was a very, very helpful conversation. And in the meantime, a lot has changed because I decided to quit the ocean rowing project. In the podcast, we talked about my ambition to row the Atlantic Ocean, and that I wanted to show more consistent behavior to get to that goal. And the most interesting thing in that conversation was that we really discovered the true motivation behind it, a mix of joy, really wanting to do this project, and also a desire to prove that I'm capable and to prove that I can handle such a big project. And a few things came together a while ago with teammates dropping out, and that was not the first time that the team fell apart. I'm recovering from an injury, and it takes a lot of time to get back up my old fitness level, the renovation of the house, work, a lot of things that I felt that really were bringing stress. So all the fun was out of the project. So I was not really in touch with the fun anymore. And also with renovating the house, that is a big project as well. I realized that's not going to change the coming year and a half up to the deadline of this project. So I decided to quit. And I'm really, really happy with that decision. And it really helped me to separate my motivations behind this project. On one side, the joy, and on the other side, wanting to prove that I'm capable to do it. And I realized I don't have to prove anymore that I'm capable. That's so I can cross that one off. So then the only thing, the answer that I have to, or question that I have to ask myself, is it still fun? And that was a no. The fun was gone because of all the things happening and all the other things that are happening in my life at the moment. So I decided to stop. And it was quite easy, actually, to decide that. The fun was gone, so that was a reason to quit. And it really brings a lot of headspace, and I really feel relaxed about it. And it was not that difficult to decide. And that was really, really because of the podcast. So that absolutely helped. And it's great to share that with other people. I'm quite excited that the podcast is broadcasted. It was a super helpful conversation that not only I can apply for this project, because sometimes I have the tendency to take on big projects and a bit too much in life. So it really helps me now to reflect, okay, do I do this because of fun or because I want to prove something? So that's a great question that I can ask myself with future adventures. So thank you so much for the conversation. It was super helpful. And I wish you a lot of fun and all the best with the podcast. Bye.
Do you want to flip think your own problem too? In Bertolt Gunster's bestseller Flip Thinking, you will learn all about the life-changing art of turning problems into opportunities. Flip Thinking is available in England, Italy, Portugal, South Korea, United States, and soon in 17 other countries too. For info, check out flipthinking.info.